All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm back. It's a technical difficulty that could take place again, but I think what I'll be able to do if I need to, I can do a commercial break, like it's a literal commercial break. That will be for those of you that aren't. I don't know what it would do for the premium viewers, but it would basically be an ad break if I need to fix it again. Um, for full transparency, for whatever reason, my Roadcaster and I use the Rodecaster as my interface, right? It fucking it's a great device, great device. But my shit for whatever reason goes through these weird problems where I'll have it on one output channel, and then mid listening I'll have to change it to the other Rode output channel, and I have to flip flop back and forth. Sometimes it's totally fine. Sometimes it's totally fine. Like the first live stream, it was totally fine. I didn't have to do anything weird, but I was also reacting to content from the web versus preloaded into OBS, right? So I don't know if it's all the just on and off that's making it trip out. Maybe I need to put it on a tripod or something so it's not on the desk getting static electricity and vibrate. I don't fucking know. Or maybe I need to send it in and get a warranty claim on it because it might be a little faulty. But either way, let's continue back into the show. I'll give it a moment for everybody to load back in. And yeah, unfortunate, but at least I was only 51 minutes into the first clip, right? I'm not gonna restart it all the way. We'll just leave it up. It's a part of the growing pains of trying to expand and do lives and doing it in a way that, maybe this is why nobody streams through OBS with the clips preloaded. This is probably why everybody just reacts to shit on the web. We'll call it a lesson learned or whatever. Maybe I need to fix a couple more issues in the chain that we got going here. But I'll wait until some more people file back in with the notifications and whatnot. But man, yeah, that's unfortunate because we had a good amount of viewers in that first version of the live that was only beginning. But it's all right. We're gonna power through it. We'll get back into clip one very soon. I'll give it like another 2 minutes. Another 2 minutes for people to come back. And then, whatever. We're not gonna wait too long because people will come back or they won't as I get through these topics. I think I will just for if I do plan on like posting this as its own video, I'll re-intro it. So basically, Face and a Wack100 disciple that goes by the name of Jefe, they decide to leave mid podcast and go scuffle. All right, they went to Jay Reed's alley. It's alleged that there's some knots on people's heads. Spody never put his glasses back on. And No Jumper posted the clip right away from the members only Tuesday show live stream. And so we're reacting to that. We're also going to get into how Wack probably set up this whole thing as he hinted to J Hood being willing to and able to squabble behind Wack's name, defending his honor, if you will. And then Ant, he calls in later on in that same show. And then after we get off the No Jumper show, Sauce Walker ends up saying that the threats that were made in the leaked phone call were actually towards Adam 22. I call cap on that, but we'll react to that as well. And then Dean the Great and AB possibly getting in more legal trouble just a few hours into their 24-hour, 7-day straight live stream. So both of them probably get into some legal trouble already. So yeah, there's that. And we'll close out on the Dean and AB topic. But all right, let's get back into this. Hopefully it plays. If not, I'm going to unfortunately have to send it to an ad break to fix it again.
Brody hates Wack so much that you put fake news on.
What you say?
Gay and shit.
I definitely don't put nothing fake about it.
You call him gay.
You can't call one nigga gay and not call everybody gay. You can't call one nigga gay and not call everybody gay.
What that be?
Yeah. Man, you know what's going on. You can't call one nigga gay if you're not talking about the gay niggas in your community, bro.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and so we had left off with J Hood saying that he doesn't do the internet shit. And I was kind of in the middle of saying, I don't know how true that can be if you have a YouTube channel with a substantial amount of subscribers and you post content on the regular. Again, I haven't watched his content, but it seems like he's in that same lane as a young Aunt Jefe, a Spody Face type of content creator. You know, the lane that really Bosco paved the way for. It seems to me that J Hood is in that same lane. But yeah.
Who gay in the community?
You know what's going on, fool.
I really don't.
I don't.
You know,
I'm not about to go back and forth on
I'm not going to back and forth either.
Yeah, me neither.
Dead home, what that supposed to mean?
Bro, what like you seem like you got an agenda. Like what?
We can squabble.
You said what?
We can squabble.
Nah.
Ooh, I didn't peep that the first time. Spody said it seems like you have an intent. What's that supposed to mean? That's a good observation. It did seem like he had an intent. And, you know, Adam brought up the question of, or not the question, he brought to the attention that there's some whack ops on the pod. Obviously, Munchie and Spody have been going back and forth with Wack for quite some time. Munchie way longer than Spody, but with Spody Face, his issues started with Wack when he got backdoored on his podcast that is no longer with DC Baby Draco's surprise appearance, where they also said that they can go outside and fight on that podcast. So there's an interesting pattern where Spody Face has no problem catching fades behind podcast antics.
Come on, bro. Let's just pod, man.
We go around the corner.
Call, bro.
Or we go around the corner. We in.
That's easy call.
All right, ain't nothing else to talk about.
Stop talking about
All right,
it.
yeah. I'm done talking about it, bro. We gonna squabble after the shit, bro. It's cool.
This escalated quickly.
No, it ain't escalating. This regular. This regular program, fool. We ain't.
That's nigga. That's PC.
No, that ain't.
Nigga,
that's what, nigga. How me calling you for a fake PC shit?
Nah, we could have did that on there. You online doing all that.
I'm not online, bro. This is a conversation that brung up.
Nah, it seemed you should have.
Bro, come on, call me a PC again. Squabble right now, bro.
Bro, you gonna phone crib?
All right, come on, let's go.
Wait, bro, this is
Oh, wait.
Why did Flock 2 Ball stand up? But so he called him PC. I guess that's you know, I'm learning about J Hood in real time through the last 2 weeks of the No Jumper show, and you know, he called him PC. I seen that he does have like 50-yard allegations on him. I also seen that J Hood has ongoing beef or tension with ATM Richie. And, you know, he has that song about a 50-50 yard with Crip Mac. So I don't know, maybe that song is about J Hood. But regardless, you know, I'm no member, I'm no street guy. I'm just covering the content that was, you know, put out in front of us. I don't care who's on a 50-50 yard or not, and who's PC or not. I'd probably be PC if I went to jail, you know, God forbid. But I'm not about to be out there programming. I don't even got nothing to program on other than this here YouTube channel. I'll be like young Aunt Jefe, who we're about to get to. He's about to have his full content creator set up in the prison. But here, let's finish their walk off clip, the mid podcast squabble.
What the fuck? Yo. Yeah, that shit. Yo, hold
They're gonna.
They about to go.
I mean, maybe it's like somebody should go watch so they could kind of tell us what happens.
It ain't no breaking it up.
People think it's a play. That's
They might think that shit.
What the fuck? Hey, y'all scream. Make sure y'all scream record that shit.
Are they really gonna go do that in the parking lot?
Yo. What? This is so unexpected, bro.
I will say that those are two people that I'm not really like worried about the liability necessarily, because I feel like they just gonna do what they're gonna do, and it's not like they are like the last people on earth that would like.
He said, "I'm not worried about them trying to
act
sue."
like they were coerced into do. Yo, but what? We just saw J Hood's energy.
What's going on?
They really, yo.
They back there wobbling.
Long live J Reed, man.
What?
I hope they take their shirts off and shit so they don't like come back in looking all messy and shit.
I don't think nothing about it. I don't see.
I wasn't about to turn this into more.
I wasn't finna say shit.
I didn't want to turn it into morals over money and just leave Munchie sitting here.
No. I mean, he we already talked about it when I don't like him. That's what it is. Shit, Nick, lust.
All right, so we have that. Now I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna try to put the B-roll on. We'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed, chat. Fingers crossed. Should be good. There's no audio even on the B-roll. But anyways, so they actually went outside to fade. Adam was hoping that somebody would go and watch the fade. Lush did take on that duty, but apparently they told him to fuck off, and they kept walking further into the crevices of the alley and whatnot, into parts unknown. All right, probably trying to avoid the surveillance cameras as well, which is a good thing to avoid, considering all this is happening with the whole Aunt Jefe situation going on, where he allegedly was on a surveillance camera or something. I don't even know. There's a lot going on with that, and Aunt Jefe did call in to try to clarify some things. All right. So let's see what young Aunt Jefe had to say about his situation that is now taking the forefront in a lot of ways.
Spotty, J Hood, Vel just went viral for spanking somebody. Adam, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling and shit, running through the donos. What's the deal?
You said who in there?
The whole Tuesday squad plus Vel and Flock to Ball.
Yeah, Flock to Ball, J Hood, Vel, and the usual suspects.
No, facts. In the chat here, we have Phantom Knight saying Trap Lord and Flocko are like ambulance chasers. That is a fact because I've been calling at least Bison back. He's a grave robber. You pass away, if you have some notoriety, he gonna dig up everything he can about you and try to get another million views video. He been chasing that million views ever since Rest in Peace Dolph, but ever since then. But yeah, so we got the ambulance chasers. Really, they're the new version of what is it, Knight Rider, right? The dude, what's that nigga's name? The white man, I forget his name. Jake Gyllenhaal, maybe the actor. Looks kind of like Ryan Gosling, but he was always a little older than Gosling, and now they're both old. Remember, he was riding around that muscle car in that movie, and it's like he got the police scanner, and as soon as some shit happens, he's speeding through the city, sliding down all the freeways and shit, 4 a.m. type shit, and then boom, he right there at the scene as the shots got fired. He beating the cops, he beating the first responders to the scene, and documenting it and then selling the footage of these things to the news. Nowadays, he would just be a YouTuber. He only had, Nightcrawler. He only had to sell it to them. That's basically what they be on for sure. Like how Trap had his video out on the situation before the episode was even over, which a lot of people did that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm happy that I was too tired last night while it was on. I was like, man, can this shit hurry up and be over? When Aunt Jefe was on the phone, because it's a 32-minute clip, and that's the exact amount of time that he was on the phone for. And I get it, he deserves his airtime. But damn it, I was ready to go to sleep. Because I said, okay, I just need a little bit more of the content. But people had the reactions out and then probably are just going to double up and, have the phone call reaction separate. But yeah, man, that shit, it's crazy. It's crazy. Everyone's moving so fast with these reactions that you got people putting the wrong case, the wrong body, the wrong altercation on people. And then retracting the statement later, which all right, a retraction is fine, but I don't understand why everybody has to be first. There's only a couple of pages that are formatted to be news-like YouTube pages. The one that comes to mind for me is Trap News Network. If he's first, that makes sense. He got news in his name. You other niggas, your YouTube channel is not a news-based thing. It's a commentary thing. It's a content creator doing content. Trap is like doing documentaries in many reactionary documentaries. You don't gotta be first, gang. Accuracy is still important in these matters. It's not like we're talking about something smaller, like, oh, he stole some candy from the 7-Eleven. But anyways, the Aunt Hefe call.
Okay. Yeah, man, I've been hearing a lot of bullshit, man.
Oh shit!
First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? What's happening, Lush, man? Salute, man.
The
Supposed
point
to-
of members is there's still a bunch of content that is not
Salute,
clipped
bro.
up
Yeah,
yet.
what's going on,
Free you
Jefe?
fast, bro. Free you fast.
What's happening, Adam?
How you living, dog?
I'm good, bro. Hey, yeah, J Hood, man, you up there trying to be messy, bro?
Being messy with what?
Being messy with my name, bro, like speaking on my name like you know what's going on with me.
I ain't
bro.
never said nothing about you, fool. I'm the only nigga who ain't never said nothing about you, but we ain't. You got my number, fool.
All right, so first I'm gonna adjust the chat real quick. So someone asked, Phantom Knight said, "Then what's the point of the members?" Oh no, I'm not an agent of chaos. Adam just rocks with the channel. Adam rocks with the channel organically. I've never even had communication with the man. I just started following him on Instagram like last week, just because his stories be having some good shit in there. That's easy content. But no, he just rocks with the channel. I don't have nothing to do with that. But yeah, so what's the point of members only? I'm assuming you're asking about the no jumper members only. I personally find the members only valuable because I can plan content ahead of time. So like, what, the Tuesday show just dropped members only. It's not going to premiere to the public until Thursday. So let's say there's other things that happen that they didn't post on No Jumper clips yet. I can already have reactions ready and scheduled for when I know it's going to drop. I'll schedule it for a few hours out. In theory, I haven't actually taken advantage of that yet, but that's why I got a membership. It's so that I can have my stuff planned out a little better instead of like working from behind. And I think most content creators that are in the no jumper reaction space, commentary space, is beneficial on that end. As far as for the regular viewers, I'm Adam and we talk every day. Yeah, all right, buddy. You know, and with a name like that, that would be an Adam Burner name, but nah, I've never even said what's up to Adam or nothing. But yeah, it's beneficial to someone like me. And you know, to y'all, yeah, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for piling back in. But yeah, so this phone call, I'm scared to even try to rewind it. So let me just continue it.
Yeah, but like, I'm gonna tap in, bro. But like, all the internet, like, bro.
I'm the only nigga who ain't covered your case, nigga. I'm the only nigga who ain't said nothing about your case.
Yeah, cause motherfuckers don't.
Oh yeah, that part. So that's the thing. I feel like so Aunt Jefe, I don't know when he deleted the photos, but he had photos on his IG before this whole situation took place of him in prison the most recent time, like before No Jumper and all that. He had all the freshest, newest Jordans and that shit. Like Aunt Jefe, Lush jokes around about I'm joining up. I'm the biggest joint in LA. Blah. Aunt Jefe really liked that. He's like a B Braves type nigga when it comes to having all the same amenities that people have in the real world. You know, outside of the prison world, Aunt Jefe had those same amenities inside, behind the walls, all right? So he already got a phone. His shit says the little disclaimer like you're on a federal line or whatever. Basically, you know, you're on a police line, but it don't cut off. Like, I don't know, maybe he got the commissary tablet and he's using it for Instagram phone calls. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ant got a couple cell phones in there. He did end up saying at some point in this joint that that what? Oh yeah, you know. My bad, I'm reading the chat too. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ant got a couple of the small iPhones, you know, keister friendly iPhones in there, and he's about to roll out his B Braves type content. At the end of the Ant Hefe portion, I think in these clips, he says, "Oh, don't even worry about it. I'm about to start reacting to all this shit." I was like, "Oh, okay." So Ant's gonna be running the prison content with the extra sheets as the backdrop, and maybe he gonna write some shit in Sharpie or whatever, just like B Braves. which is really wild. Like imagine earning internet money while behind bars. That's basically what is going on nowadays. And you know, we always see those Instagram videos that pop up where it shows niggas living lavish. But yeah, anyways.
I'm the only one. What you talking to the homegirl, J Mac? You talking to your little comrade, J Mac?
Motherfuckers trying to report with that scaled Komodo dragon snake skin motherfucker Wack talking about. He don't even know.
This call is being recorded.
Oh, this a wag bad shit. Hey, you got my number, fool. Hey, you got my number, fool. I ain't gonna do all that. You got my number, fool.
Do all what?
I ain't gonna do all that. You talking like you trying to ask me questions when you can just get at me directly. I ain't gonna do that off of the chat. You really know me, fool. I already know you. Y'all know your family. You know my peoples. I'm not finna argue with you over something that I have not done, fool. That's not what I'm finna do. You know that's not my program. You know me, fool.
Yeah, I'm hearing different though, my niggas.
But you hear different, and I clarified it already. But I ain't explained myself though. I clarified it already though, fool. It's not true. And I'm ending it there. I'm ending it there respectfully. But like I said, nigga, I said I'm ending it there respectfully.
All right, bro. Adam, what's going on with you, man? They telling me, man, you out there, man.
That said, what lets me know Aunt Jefe was about to start tripping like the movie theater story, but then he had to remind himself.
No, not me.
Shit. He had to remind himself that he's in jail. But yeah, man, it is kind of crazy that young Aunt Jefe might have he's seen the judge once, if at all, and he's already calling in. And there's a lot to the 30-something minute call that I'm not gonna go over, where he starts really discussing some of the details of what he's facing, which it to some people they interpret it as a display of confidence in his own innocence, and then to other people they look at it like, man, that's pretty dumb, regardless if you believe you're innocent or not, to just openly lay it all out. Like you basically laid out the defense attorney's work for everybody to hear on No Jumper. And so, the attorneys whose job it is to keep you behind bars, they kind of got a sneak peek at the game plan. Like, in the sports world, when they ask you, what's your plan for stopping Wembanyama? You got to say some generic shit. You got to the media, you don't want to actually lay out the full plan. Like, oh, we got X, Y, and Z, and they're all real good at throwing elbows to the ribs when they're coming off their pivot foot to the left. Like, you don't want to tell all that detail. But NFA was kind of telling a little bit too much of the game plan in some people's opinion during the call. But we're more so focused on J Hood being a whack plant, the most obvious Agent of Chaos plant probably ever, right? In this whack versus everybody beef. J Hood is what we all thought Doughboy was. And Doughboy might still be a plant. But this guy, J Hood, he's a more ideal plant because he's willing to run a fade right then and there. He ain't talking about no boxing match or none of that. So it's almost like J Hood is the final draft whack plant, right? Doughboy was rough draft. He said, okay, yeah, so we can shake it up. Yeah, hit the like button. In fact, shout out to one of the many mods. I let my nuts hang, nigga. Shout out to you. But Doughboy was like trial run, right? And J Hood is finished product. He's coming in, he's diabolical. Okay, everybody's scared of Spody or whatever. Spody's supposed to be the best squabbler. I need that right away. Week 2. They already wasn't rocking with each other week 1. He let it be known now week 2 after Wack came back and said what he said on Sunday. And so, boom, hits the ground running within 20 minutes of the pod. Within 20 minutes of the pod is up. And they went outside, did what they did. Spody, as you see, no longer has his glasses on. So we can assume those got broken. Like I said in the first live, but I'll say it again. J Hood, there's photos of him with a knot on his forehead, left side. Probably got hit with a right something, something mean. Just missed the temple. So it looks like a pretty even fade. Spody trains every week, I believe, right? And so he had a tune-up little squabble to get out the way. And you know what? I don't know if Spody's willing to put his gripes, his beef, his discrepancies behind with Wack anytime soon. But a lot of times when you get a fade out the way like that, and J Hood in the first clip we played, he said, "Y'all got studio beef." He was trying to kind of give Spody the benefit of the doubt, but Spody was like, "Fuck that, we on that." Right? And that's a good question by Brando. Who do y'all think won the fade? Because I don't know yet. I don't know. One person has a lump, one person has broken glasses. That's not really enough to judge off of. But yeah, let's get into matching knots with Ray J. Shout out to that. Yeah, the Ray J instant knot was crazy. We got this. It sucks we're not gonna get to see it, but it's like it kind of makes the lore deeper too. Like, damn, all right, they really went and caught the off camera. But yeah, so Ant Preston, J Hood. Is that what we're on? No, we are on Wack set up the play, I believe. But I could be wrong. Oh, no, I don't know. I'm going to just let it play.
I'm just reacting to the shit that people putting out there about the case and everything. But, hey, I didn't put the taco truck narrative out there. I'm sure you heard about that shit.
Yeah, all that shit false. Like, even like I said, this snake skin motherfucker, he reading lies from a motherfucking police report. You know what I'm saying? They said he put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody told me that you, like, kind of like, he added you and told me that you, like, kind of reposted that shit. You feel me? Like, I don't know what type of narrative he trying to run or he think he got going on.
So right now, Adam was getting pressed, but then Ant he decided to voice his opinion on the Wack thing. But before I went off my little Just Clips tangent, my rant, I was gonna say Ant must have, some good cell phones in there or something, because he seems to be very tapped in. Snoop Will Pac, my boy, welcome to the live. He's very tapped in because I feel like he's watching the live stream. He called in to press J Hood. J Hood hasn't said anything about Aunt Jefe that's worthy of a press. Like J Hood said, and it was facts. He was one of the only ones to not run any content on it at all. He was one of the ones last week to not say anything about it at all. And yesterday, he's one of the ones to not say shit about it other than free. He said free Aunt Jefe like 5 times in a row. So it's like, all right, he's just leaving. That's the only thing he's saying. Free Aunt Jefe. Hope he's free. He's innocent till proven guilty. He didn't even say till proven guilty. So he keeping it all the way thorough on that end. Whack agent or not, I'm not going to let my bias get in the way with the fact that he's keeping it real. He was. Where Aunt Jefe probably has the problem is that one, Spody and Ant, I feel like we're texting throughout this episode before and after the fade, but definitely after. Munchie, may have been in communication with Spody and Ant as well. Maybe they have a group chat or something. But my conspiracy is that Ant was watching from the bunk comfortably, very comfortably watching. He might have that good commissary in there, right? And he's watching the No Jumper Tuesday show live just like the rest of us. He got his membership paid and all that. Ant's chilling. Ant is who Lush portrays himself to be on the pod from time to time. Ant is joining up. Any nigga that has the amount, he had like 20 pairs of J's. Fresh J's. I think he had some exotic dunks and shit too. In the pen. He deleted the picture. I wish he didn't. I wish I saved it. But it maybe it's somewhere out there on the Reddit. But he was chilling, bro. Chilling. Big chilling the first time. Or not the first time, but the most recent one before this situation. When he was in prison. So, by all means, I want to put it past him to have that good tablet propped up on the toilet or whatever. And he watching from the bunk, smoking on runs and all that shit with 2 phones on his lap. So, he's tapped in. He called to press J Hood. And then he got to get his issue off with Adam because obviously Adam is picking up a lot of backlash as well.
But that's fool's a motherfucking weirdo, you know what I'm saying? Like, he think he got some type of truth or think he got some type of intel about some shit. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. He just talking for the motherfucking internet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I ain't been doing nothing but like reacting to the shit that's out there. But for sure, Wack is like way more in the weeds of the conspiracies about what's been going on with you and everything.
Hey, you know I'm the only nigga who didn't react to that shit, cuz. I'm the only one who said that's A-Trey gangster business. Hey, no. Hey, you hear me, Wack? I mean, hey, you hear me? You hear me, Ant? I'm the only nigga to say, hey, that's A-Trey gangster business. That's on this panel. I'm the only nigga who said, you know, keep that shit in the streets. I'm the only nigga who said, so that's weird shit, cuz. So whoever said, who told you I spoke on that?
Trying to argue about what you over, but look, you said you were trying to argue about what you over talking, bro.
Yeah, because you said some bullshit, cuz you just called in and you didn't ask to hear nothing. Come on, cuz. That's like you could have called.
Look, you said, come on, cuz, bro. I'm hearing from niggas, numerous motherfuckers. What motherfuckers lying on you for? Like, I'm not just calling in, nigga, asking you no question, nigga. I'm hearing your name, bro.
Okay, who told you my name? Who told you my name?
Bro, I'm not about you. I don't do that. Who said your name? Numerous motherfuckers.
Whoever said my name is a bitch, dead homies. Because I don't throw stones behind my hand. If I would have said something, I would have said something. But I'm the only nigga on this panel. Both times I've been on here and ain't dropped no video about you that said that's A-Trey gangster business and free and Jefe. I'm the only nigga who said that.
Like I said, look.
Like you could have called me for that, nigga.
It's a whole lot of banged out talking. We gonna fast forward a little bit.
So what is she coming back trying to like get high power for?
I'm not trying to get high power, nigga. This me, dead homies. This me. But like I said, just call me. You know what? Just call me. Just call me, fool. Just call me.
You texting them right now?
They can react to what they want to react to. I know how the internet go. Niggas better stop pushing false narratives on my name, though. I know that. I only said I know that.
I do want to point out that Aunt Jefe, who I mean, he might still be smoking, you know, something in the penitentiary, but his articulation, his speech pattern, everything has sped up now that he's no longer on them Aunt Jefe Girl Scout cookies. Y'all notice that? Aunt Jefe is talking mad fast now. Maybe he's, you know, I know when people get locked up, they end up drinking a lot more coffee and stuff, right? But he in there, he must be on cup number 4 or 5 for the day, because he was talking fast as hell. I ain't never heard Aunt Jefe talk this fast. I guess a lot of coffee mixed with pure anger is a recipe. All right, a recipe for what? I don't know, but it's a recipe.
Yo, Ant, real talk though, I ain't heard J Hood really even speak on your situation at all. So I think you might have got some bad info on that, because I don't think J Hood said nothing even slightly investigative about your situation. You know,
I didn't even cover it at all. I said, you know what? This
was after they threw hands. After.
A-Trey gangster business.
Yeah, he did. He said that a bunch of times today. Yeah.
Come on, I'm on federal probation. I'm gonna get out and come out, nigga. I'm gonna do a year. You don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro. You say that, my nigga. Like, stop speaking on shit you don't know what you talking about, bro.
Nigga, I thought you was on federal probation. Nigga, that ain't got nothing to do with your case. That's your circumstances.
That's what I'm saying. You speaking on shit that you don't know what you talking about.
So me saying that you was on federal, I thought you just got out the feds. Nigga, so what, cuz? So what, cuz? Call me, cuz, dead on me. Stop. Nigga, so what, bro? Yep, I said you on federal probation, and right after that I said free and hell. I said I think he on federal probation, so he might have to go do a year, but he gonna get out. Nigga, I've been rooting for you the whole time, but I don't give a fuck about that shit no more.
Oh yeah, the lean withdrawal. You're right about that. That's a fact. That's the opioid withdrawal, basically.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I don't care, nigga. Because you done reported on me plenty of times of what the fuck you think, nigga. You done reported on me about what you think.
That's a fact. And I said it in my, I think I only did one video. Toilet lean is crazy. Oh, thank you for the gifted. And I know in the last stream, Yada had did some gifted right before I had the end. So Yada, I don't know if you're in the chat, but thank you. Damn, that's a lot of gifted. What the hell? You making it rain. Hey. I ain't about to dance like a stripper, but shout out to that. But yeah, Aunt Jefe, his whole channel was, I heard this, I heard that. I was on the phone call with the homies about this. Who's that? Who gifted it? Hold on, I gotta shout you out by name. This is a lot of gifted. 50 gifted. What the fuck? Let me zoom in with my bad eyes. Y'all won't let me zoom in. 305 grand champ. Shout out to 305 grand champ. That's Florida area code, right? I thought about 304, but you ain't no 304. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. 50 gifted is crazy. But yeah, man. J Hood does have a valid point there because Young and Jefe, it was often street gossip type of content. Not that that's a problem, but you can't be mad when you're now in the hot seat if that's the type of content you make, right? I do commentary and whatnot. If somebody wants to do a reaction video on today's live stream and says, "Look at this idiot," he had to end the first part of the stream because of some technical difficulty that's easy to fix, and they critique how it was easy to fix or whatever. I can't get too upset about that because I would do the same thing if the shoe was on the other side, right? It's the game that we play. Wack100 getting exposed for, being on the side of the road, allegedly being in an Obama lowrider. You can't get too mad about that. Now, the whole, can you prove it was, a Pride Month type of thing versus not? For sure, you have an argument there. But we know what the scarred eyes have seen, right? So, Aunt Jefe getting upset about people reacting to him getting arrested, and it's on TMZ, it's on USA Today, and all these major publications. You can't be that mad about that. Adam 22 having to talk about it is a thing. If Adam 22 / No Jumper didn't talk about the Young Aunt Jefe situation at all, that would be kind of stupid, right? Wouldn't it would be like, I feel like all the comments would say, are you going to talk about the Ant thing at all? Now, do you have to try to build a case on him or anything like that? No. Do you have to do what Poetic Bisonback did? No. But Ant want the brand risk of a fight. Fresh out brand risk fight with J Hood would be fire. That would do numbers. I hope Spody and them could get on brand. Doughboy is not about to get on brand risk unless he somehow beats Spody. But Spody on brand risk would be fire too. It's just that bridge is looking janky since Wack was actually the Aiden Ross connection on the side note. Remember, he went into that stream with Charleston at Aiden's studio in Miami. And then that's actually what was kind of like, what is it, the liaison? That's what ushered in the No Jumper brand risk connection. It wasn't Adam and Aiden, even though Adam did interview Aiden some time ago. But anyways, there's like 30 more seconds on this clip before we get on to the next one.
You done reported on me about what you think.
Some more facts, nigga. On the shit, nigga, the shit I've been on the phone with you about, nigga. That come on, man, look, bro, nigga. Kiss me, look, bro. I'll be out, cuz. I miss you with all the fake tough shit over the internet, cuz.
Nigga, I ain't fake tough, bro. All I said, you can call me, but you getting pressured up because I said, because if you getting pressured up, you got fake animosity. Oh, yeah, you got fake animosity, gang.
You can go back and forth, cuz. Stick to what you saying, cuz. You niggas problem, cuz.
Who nigga? What nigga problem, nigga?
You silent. You niggas be doing weird shit, cuz.
All right. My bad. I was about to give some memberships of my own. The thing is, about that is you don't get to pick who gets it. It just does it randomly. But I can give a little something. I can't give 50. Like Big Dog 305 and gifted that good shit. I can throw a little 5. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So that's the finishing of the pressing. It was supposed to be Adam getting pressed, but it spun back around to J Hood getting pressed some more. Because now J Hood, his blood is boiling. He's like, man, what the hell? I thought I kept it real, and you over here pressing me. And yes, this was after the fade. And exactly, good call right there. Wack calling in after Aunt Jefe was diabolical, and that's exactly what we're about to get into right now.
Yeah, no. What about moniker? No, it was one of these little reports that got released, and it said Boniker instead of moniker. Like he go by the Boniker. And I'm like, man, where the fuck this come from? But that's, I don't know.
They don't have misspellings in paperwork like that.
That ain't nothing that they know.
No. I'm talking about how they misspell moniker and put Boniker.
Like it's obviously fake.
Oh, okay, yeah, but yeah, these motherfuckers on bullshit though. But it's all good though. Shit, I'm just waiting to go to court. You feel me? Sort this shit out. It ain't nothing. A lot of motherfuckers reporting false, fake camera. Then I see the police report, and then they got a whole camera of this shit. You feel me? And like motherfuckers still reporting false and fake shit. You feel me? Like, but no, they was just like motherfuckers just basically, you know what I'm saying? Like you know.
Hold on. What you talking about in the chat? You said that Braze just said he made a video this morning saying that he sent J Hood for what's his face? For Munchie? Is that what you're saying in the chat? Hold on, let me find it. Agent of Chaos Alter Ego, yup. Okay, Max Boogie. Please elaborate a little bit. Is there, and thank you for the gold coin. Interesting though. I gotta look more into that. Let's see what Snoop said. I understand taking up for people, but when they wrong enough times, you gotta realize what it is. Wack has caused BS all these years. Yeah, he's a true agent of chaos, right? So it is kind of like, at the very least, it's an uphill battle to come in and say you're squabbling anybody that has a problem with Wack, because if you're taking for anybody that has a problem with Wack, you got to fight damn near all of YouTube, right? Well, he's saying in the No Jumper building, but a lot of people that have problems with Wack be coming up there. So now you're limiting your own growth in the No Jumper space because they already got to schedule you around Wack ops, potentially. If so-and-so want to come in for an interview, Dogface or Charleston White. Charleston White, he ain't catching no fade. He pulling out nunchucks, AK-47s, and everything in between. So if they do another Charleston interview anytime soon and J Hood is in the building, that could become a problem, right? Oh no, actually they're cool now. They're cool, so that's not a good example. But y'all get what I'm saying. You're limiting your own growth, but then at the same time, loyalty is important. And even though Wack is someone that the majority of the audience does not like, we do have to salute loyalty, right? J Hood's not in the wrong for sticking with someone who, I guess, supposedly was there when he was in Huggies. I don't know if Wack was putting the incredible diapers on him and shit, but he was there. He's one of the kids that he might have thought, I need to make a diaper company. And then, years later he does, supposedly. But he said J Hood seemed thirsty to get on and this ain't it. Yeah, you could say that. I guess. But I don't know. If anything, he had the viewership liking him last week. And this was just supposed to be a strong follow-up episode. So if he would have been there to take the fade on behalf of somebody other than Wack, I don't think it would be that big of a fallout. It's just you came in and said, I got the back fade for anybody who won it against the most hated person. so that's, you align with the most hated. Now you're right there with them. As far as how the fans are going to view you, and you got to pod your ass off to get up out of that. You got to be very entertaining. We'll see if he can be entertaining. We'll see if he's even back. That they had their squabble, but that's an interesting point that someone made, saying that Braze put the hit out for Munchie, because I know Munchie and Spody both kind of did their 1-2 on Braze. And damn, actually, this whole play, if we want to get real conspiracy theorist on this, what in the last 3 Tuesday shows, Adam out of 2 of those 3 wore B Braze merch. He was supposed to interview B Braze on live as well, on like a Discord call or something, but it got canceled last minute. Remember, it was like a random Monday or maybe Friday 8 p.m. live stream that was supposed to be a surprise guest. Moose kind of spilled the beans on the news, so it must have been a day other than Tuesday. They were supposed to be B Braze. He been wearing the Who's hoodies and shit like that. So maybe these types of plays have been in the works for more than just this Adam and Wack show that we're gonna get to. But here, let's get through the rest of whatever this clip is. You know, it's a whole lot of hood nigga business going on. I'm damn near lost in the sauce at this point. But let's see if I could find my pacing again.
Some motherfuckers could be trying to be messy, but you know, motherfuckers is seeing that shit and just reporting like, man, you know, they doing this, they doing that, man. They like, man, Adam up there, man, talking about you came in the next day and you was looking at your hands and this and that. You know what I'm saying some shit about.
Thank you for the jewels. Thank you.
The police report this stuff like shit, man. The police gonna say what the police gonna say anything. The police really don't even know what the fuck going on. They just like doctors and shit together. You know what I'm saying? They should get an arrest warrant. You know what I'm saying? Based on who a motherfucker is from his area, but like that shit, like no homicide ain't got shit to do with me. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Hey, this Spody. Hey, you already know, man. Nigga are out here defending your honor, bro. You already know you had nothing to do with that. We know you innocent, and niggas gonna bring you home. We already know, bro. We already know. I've been saying that, bro, since day one.
I heard he was like, something talking about I guess he mad because I guess you did a GoFundMe, you feel me? Like, which I didn't even know about that, but just, you know, just because you the bro, you feel me? You know, you just did that on your own account, you feel me? Like, I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't have a problem with it, you know, it was a good look, but, you know, he talking about all this. He talking about what the check say, you know, he got a public defender. Yeah, well, you need to look into your police people and see who my lawyer is for real.
Yeah.
You, like, reporting false.
Shots fired at Wack. This is after the fade. Yeah, Ant's on the phone. So this right here is one of the examples of post-fade why some people think that Spody may have got the better of J Hood, because he's still talking about Wack in front of J Hood, right? He's going to agree with what Aunt Jefe is saying here. And, you know, at first look, when they first came back, I have to describe it because they didn't clip this part, I don't think yet. J Hood came back in smiling, sat down, got right back to potting. Spody, he's an intense guy. He's always very serious. So I don't know if him coming in serious means that he lost or won, but it was immediately interpreted as, damn, Spody must have lost because he's in there pouting, his glasses are off, he had to drink the water real quick. So people are looking like he lost. But then as the pod goes on, there's several examples of Spody talking about Wack again, and it now goes unchecked. So they've come to whatever understanding, and then the zoom in not on J Hood's forehead. So it's like, all right, who really, you know, got the best of who? We'll never know. I think if anything, Wack's gonna run content on it, either on his channel, on Academics' stream tonight or some shit, and or on the Adam and Wack show, right? He's gonna say, I talked to J Hood whooped his ass. You know how Wack's gonna do it. And then we also know Spody, he's learning to play these same types of games. So he's gonna come on and probably say that he did his thing also. And that, but I feel like Spody's gonna allude more to, like, I've been training all these times. You know, I've been sparring, I've been doing MMA, I've been doing boxing, blah, blah, blah. He might not directly say, I whooped him, but I think Wack is going to come out. We're dealing with two niggas that have an interesting relationship with the truth, all right? When it comes to Spody versus Wack. They're both willing to bend the truth and embellish a little bit for the sake of the clickbait and for the content. But yeah, Aunt Jefe continues to talk about Wack right here.
About public defenders and all that. Ain't no public defender defending me or none of that. My lawyer's paid for it already. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything else is extra. So it's like motherfuckers is out here, you know what I'm saying? Just, man, you know what I'm saying? Just
absolute. Hey.
Crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Grown man, like, man, you better watch out for him, man. I'm telling you, man, motherfucker snake, bro. Like, I do something else. I don't know what the fuck his problem is. He need to find some business. Hopefully his motherfucking diaper line. Hopefully that motherfucker get off of whatever else he got going on, because he's doing broke boy shit. You know what I'm saying? Tell him stop, like, all this fake. You not exposing shit. You only can expose what's the truth, and everything you've been talking about is false.
Yeah, hey, bro, Artie, I've been letting know, you know what I'm saying, be known that you didn't have nothing to do with that. You didn't ask me to do none of that. Your family do. You got you straight. In another fake narrative, people are trying to run out there. It's like, you know what I'm saying, like, your community, you know what I'm saying, ain't looking out. And I'm like, nigga, bro, straight. Like, you feel me? Like, nigga, everything I did that on my own accord. You feel me?
I don't need nobody nobody out of my community.
Yeah.
This call is being recorded.
Yeah, but you.
I don't need nobody in my community to do shit to me. Like, I'm a grown ass
Yeah.
man, get to my own bag. So, like you'll be a broke motherfucker if you in jail and you calling out, looking to your community, looking for a motherfucker to do something for you. Like, shit,
Is it that what I said?
Like, I don't know what
That's
the
just
fuck
everything I said.
these motherfuckers be thinking, bro. They crazy as a motherfucker. Like, man, shit, all right. You know, keep talking, though. Give me something to react to. I'm doing content and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start reacting to these motherfuckers and all that. Like,
Yeah, me too.
Ant Braze, you heard it right there. He done announced it. He about to fire up the YouTube page right back up, and he gonna be reacting from the cell to all the content. He about to what is it? They gonna bring him mail and he whatever the saying go, and he about to commentate. I can't wait. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna react to you know the good ones that he puts out if there's anything worth reacting to. We still get Young Ant Jefe content. Bet. I know Tough Stino happy about that. He said, yeah. He probably rubbing his hands like Birdman. Yeah, Ant. Yeah, run that content from the cell, nigga. Yeah.
All that loose cannon shit. Loose cannon was doing that.
I never give a shit like that.
I never had, but I get you now.
Loose cannon was doing that shit.
Hey, did I tell you or I told Tony Mills about the crackhead from East Coast that said I'm the reason why you in jail?
No.
Yeah.
Prison for 20 years. That.
Yeah. So I want to read one of the chats, or a couple of them. Big Sir says J Hood got a boxy ass head. I can't tell if that's his skull or a lump. He does have one of them flat heads. The back of his head, when he was a baby, they didn't roll him in his sleep enough. You know, you're supposed to rotate the baby like a rotisserie chicken a little bit, so they get even skull formation at a certain point. But you know, back then, there wasn't as much information out there. Yeah, ring that notification bell, and I will bring you mail. The recipient of the hot topics today, yeah, is gonna be back. Quick 2910 said, nah, Ant said that because he thinks he's getting out soon. You don't think Ant got 200K? I don't think Ant has 200K available like that. I don't think he was a homeowner. I know he had moved right before getting locked up, but you know the other background that we done did our little 1-2 on a couple times. Excuse me, you know I had to clear my throat. I don't got to do that in y'all ear because I have a mute button right close and handy on my janky ass Rodecaster. But yeah, the place he was definitely like streaming from like a townhouse or apartment or something. It had them Section 8 kitchen cabinets. Nothing wrong with Section 8 kitchen cabinets, but it you know, it was looking a little you know. But he did upgrade right before, like maybe he got to enjoy his new spot for a week before getting arrested. So, you know, that kind of sucks. But now we're gonna get into the Wack100 before the J Hood call out. Wait, what? J Hood slow Wack tried to unalive his mama and dad. Damn. Now he calling him aunt. I have to look more into that before I can speak on that. I haven't, like I said, I've heard of the name Stutterbox. Maybe it was through is he cool with like Spider Loke or something? Or did he have beef with Spider Loke? Maybe y'all can fill me in. I've never really dived deep into any of that side of the content space, but I'll have to look into the J Hood and Wack100 previous issues. Rich Rabbit, I'm hating. How am I hating? You talking about the Section 8 shit? But yeah, so we're gonna get into Wack now, basically issuing a warning of all this. All right, and yeah, on the bail issue, if you're a homeowner, you're good on bail. Either way, you can get a bond. Sort of, yeah. It's off the value of your house, right? And I don't know how it works with like if you're the sole owner on the deed or if you got a split deed. If your spouse doesn't agree to it, maybe that could stop it too. Or you know how some niggas might pay all the bills, might be paying the mortgage, might be doing all that shit, but it's in their wife's name. It's not in your name. You're not, even if you're married, I think it could still get janky. We don't know Ant's exact situation, but I could tell he wasn't streaming from no house. All right. It is definitely apartment living, which there's nothing wrong with apartment living at all. It's nice to have built-in maintenance and shit, but you can't put up your fucking, rent up for bond.
I would not be even remotely tempted to fuck a man.
Well, the fact that I know
What
you
the
just do
hell?
the shit to trigger people and fuck with them, it makes sense.
And I'm so accepting of gay people, but I also have so little interest in that. Like that just, I would rather beat off every day 3 times a day for the rest of my life than even consider like fucking a dude.
Hold on. Hey, I don't know if I clipped the right part. The way this is starting is crazy. What the fuck? If I didn't clip the right part, my fault, y'all. We just got another gay Adam 22 moment for the archive, I guess. But I think they're gonna get into the J Hood conversation off of this. Oh yeah, they are. Because I think Wack, that same thing J Hood said before the fight. Every hood got people that celebrate Pride Month, basically, right? I think Wack says that first right here, and he was just parroting Wack right before taking the fade for Wack. Let's see if I'm right.
Yeah, that's a different. I mean, that's
I don't look at dudes that way.
that's some different type of shit.
Even when we're doing like orgies on camera and there's other dudes involved, it's like
They say Spody Face got allegations when he was in Arizona. I didn't know he was in jail in Arizona.
allegations of being zesty. Hell, no.
Yeah, they say it's an Indian motherfucker claiming some shit, but I don't know. He was in jail in Arizona? I had no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess he did some time, I guess recently. Maybe this last time, I don't know.
Well, we would have to hear from his Trevor or his whatever it is.
Well, that's probably why his lip hangs that way to the right.
From getting fucked.
Okay, that's what it is. They're talking about Spody Face allegedly having, Pride Month relations at some point in his life, sometime in prison. I don't know. It's a Wack100 out the blue allegation. They're both having this back and forth where they're throwing, the zest tag on each other. So obviously, the Jack100 situation and how that rumor, the rumor that's tied to the video, that is how Spody's allegations of Wack being allegedly on the down low or something came about. And so this is Jack fighting back, right? Samurai Jack coming at Spody with the allegations now. So, this is some petty shit. And I don't think anybody really believes it or cares that much. But that's why this started off so zesty. Now it makes sense.
That nigga tonsils getting Mike Tyson punched out.
Hell.
That nigga's a buster. He mad because I hit his mama twice.
Oh, God.
It's a fact.
Now we're really bad. I'm
There's
sorry,
always a
Spody
mama
Face.
joke with this nigga. He's in the
Anyway,
fifth
why did
grade.
you say you were gonna break Lush's jaw? I'm in sort of a similar mood today.
And you know why? That's because y'all stopped inviting him to the news.
I mean, listen, Josh got to make some tough choices. Is
and
it,
bro's a better potter than Spody Face.
Hey,
You know
should we give this seat to Tam? Should we give this seat to Hellcat?
Bro
Should we
Road
give
is
this
a
seat to
better
Bro
potter
Rogan?
than
At a certain point, you can
Squirty
kind of
Face.
get a sense of who's moving the needle in terms of podcasters.
That dude ain't moving no fucking needle. That's
anyway.
a Munchie B show, an Adam show, Lush, and Jefe did his shit. Dude's the weak link.
J Hood, people kind of f***ing with J Hood.
No, J Hood got, J Hood.
Hold on now. So Pete, they kind of set up the J Hood might replace Spody Face, right? But Wack, he was talking about how Spody Face isn't an asset to the Tuesday show. He even gives Munchie his props, right? Something that's hard for him to do because they have this feud that's been going on for years. And there's a clip in the Reddit from when it was like all white people on the screen. So old No Jumper, like 2016 or even earlier. But the Reddit clip showed like, look, it's deja vu. Somebody came in, someone named Hesh or something came in, caught a fade with someone, and then ended up replacing the person that they caught the fade with on the following week or some shit like that. And so it was reminiscent what happened last night, where it's like, okay, you got the Agent of Chaos's top dog. He there to clean up the Tuesday show or something. He comes in, catches the fade with Spody, who's kind of the loudest one, the loudest whack opposition. Spody before the Doughboy beef. Now, if Spody better be happy that Doughboy came around on a side note, because before Doughboy joined No Jumper, Spody Face was on the verge of getting up out of there. He was about to get fired any day. He was about to get fired because he was ruining the pod low key. But then Doughboy made Spody come off as more likable, right? So I think Adam, when they went out to fight, that's why he's like, oh, I don't have to worry about them with the liability thing. That's his disclaimer to everybody saying nobody's going to get fired for this mutual combat that's allegedly taking place up and down and around Jay Reed's alley. But here's the best part of this clip right here.
Definitely a great addition.
Man.
Definitely a great addition. But I tell you this, I will warn them. Don't think you gonna continuously pop it about whacking for the J Hood. You might get your shit broke.
Oh shit.
That's nephew. He loved me for real.
Yeah, he's committed to not saying anything negative about you,
listen,
but yeah.
He don't listen, I don't know. I know J Hood, I know Lil Robbie.
J Hood ain't gonna like he's not gonna like
Man, J Hood
leap onto Munchie B next time he talks shit about you.
Nah,
he might like look at his phone.
Yeah, J Hood will beat the shit out of one of them dudes up in there. That's a fact. That nigga got hands. Major hands.
J Hood does.
Oh man, shout out to that super chat from Super Slender Bender with the super chat. I'm unemployed. Keep up the good work from Chicago. Love from Chicago. Man, appreciate it. Sending love back. Thank you very much.
Huh?
J Hood got hands.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? But listen,
yeah, you're right.
If he ever give a motherfucker one say, hey bro, I you know about Unc, and you keep going, he lying to get his shit butt. I'm trying to tell you, that's deep. That ain't no street shit.
I haven't seen like a J Hood demo, but
nephew got hands.
At least based on vibes, I might give him the toughest in the office.
J Hood got, you see,
no shots, no shots, Doughboy.
J
Doughboy got a mean squabble.
Who, Doughboy?
No. Hold on. To heck with the Doughboy shout out. You heard that? It was a misspeak. He said no shots, Spody, because that confirms that's who's perceived to be the toughest in the office, right? That's who's perceived to be, and so Wack deployed someone to go in there and get that perception to change. Adam's basically placing a bet, even if it's just a bragging rights type of bet, but saying, you know, J Hood, he seems like he could be the toughest in the office. He seems like he might be able to just take that title away from Spody Face. So this Wack100 play, this alleged play, could all make a lot of sense. It adds up. It lines up for sure. It for sure lines up. So that is interesting. That is interesting. There's a little bit left on that clip. Let's see if there's anything, or if I just forgot to trim the fat off it.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
When are they fighting?
Was it August? Yeah. It's on the No Jumper Instagram and shit. Yeah.
I think Doughboy gonna run out of gas. I don't think he's in shape.
I mean, there are a few people who are in worse shape than Doughboy. He's pretty much in the worst shape of anyone I've ever met. Like,
ooh.
Well, I went on a hike with Doughboy.
To the where?
No, like there's a hiking trail near my house, and we went on this hike, and it's like a 2-hour hike.
All right, so yeah, that's all we really needed. But interesting note here in the chat: Stutterbox was the original person who named Wack CS2 back from the Main Street Crip case. So that's where I know the name Stutterbox from. It's like his original top op is what you're saying, right? So okay, so they were cool. I guess they had a feud around that time that he said that, and then now they're back cool. Y'all know I'm big civilian. I be chilling, but I would assume that if somebody puts that allegation on you, and it still haunts you to this day, to where you're out here supposedly suing World Star Hip Hop and shit. Maybe he's happy you got the money. He's like, oh, thanks. Without you putting that on me, I want to be able to sue World Star. That's still a weird way to look at it. I feel like you would kind of be up. It's up for life. Even if you're not actually trying to cause harm to the person, you ain't about to just be cool with them no more, right? How do you make peace on that to the point where y'all cool and your son is like my son? That's what I don't understand. Stutterbox was a character on a Netflix show about Pac and Big. The fuck? I gotta do my Stutterbox research. That's crazy if true. Wack trying to pressure No Jumper how pressured him in death row. He did learn from the greasiest, didn't he? But all right, so that really wraps up the J Hood Spody Fade segment. But yeah, I know Stutterbox is his father, but I don't know all the details about Stutterbox. It's crazy all this shit that y'all drop in the chat. If Wack can call out all of these people and threaten them, how come he didn't square up with Jay Diggs? Jay Diggs, I guess that's his personal boogeyman or something. That would be a good check on brand risk. If Wack ever decided to do brand risk, I think if Wack did brand risk, regardless of who he fought, people would tune in. On a slightly different note, you sent me the link on IG. All right, I'm gonna check it out. For sure. And yeah, I know someone was asking for the IG earlier. If one of the mods wants to drop the link, I don't know if it lets you drop a link. Go ahead, but if not, it's just clips on IG. Look for the yellow logo. And yeah, I don't think Flock 2 Ball's dad is like a public figure to answer that question. But he's just from the same city as Wack, so they've crossed paths and whatnot when they were younger. But I don't think he makes content or anything like that. They describe him as a Wack disciple / super fan. Flock 2 Ball actually described him as that his first time on the Tuesday show, and said that they'd kind of be arguing back and forth or whatever about that a little bit. But yeah, that's a whole side story. It's crazy how Flock 2 Ball's relationship with his father became the forefront of some shit a few months ago. But yeah, so now we're gonna get into a little bit of kick news. We got some I guess it's breaking news, right? It did happen at like 4 a.m. this morning. So we're gonna get into Adrian Broner and Dean the Great. They've actually taken over Kick completely. Dean the Great, he had numbers maybe 3 days ago or some shit. His live stream numbers were right under Aiden Ross's numbers. They're live at the same time, and Aiden is kind of like really the face of Kick. He's the pioneer over there. One of the first streamers to really say, fuck it, I'll sign with these guys. They got a lot of money for me and all that, and led the way. So whenever your numbers are competing with them, you are at the top of your game at the moment, which Dean and AB are. I was saying in the first live stream, the content's not all that good, especially if you're watching it in real time, but it is IRL live streaming. So shout out to Kyle on the screen with the burnt up car too. That shit is crazy. But yeah, so Dean the Great and AB potentially getting themselves into more legal trouble with they're doing a 7-day straight, no ending, 24-hour, 7 days a week live stream, right? They came back to LA They rented some mega mansion, and yeah, man, it's already a shit show as expected when your content is to get drunk as possible and surround yourself with a bunch of women. And in this case, they did an open invite to anybody that makes content in the LA area. Tap in and pull up. So damn near anybody that can get past the DM screening process was just on these the Taco Tuesday with Rampage Jackson and so on and so forth. And that led to some problems for Dean in particular. Let me get that pulled up. Oh shit, hold on. So we have Sauce walk up first. Is that right or did I skip one? Hold on. Yeah, all right, fuck it. Sauce up first. So ignore all that shit I just said, even though it's still related. So they have the Crash Out Boys thing. Is really Dean and AB, but then the third member after they did their Houston stream is Sauce. Sauce has an ongoing feud with Drake that we now know about, right? And Drake spends a lot of time in Houston. It's like a second or third home for him. Sauce, he is in a lot of ways a Houston Nipsey-esque type of rapper as far as pushing entrepreneurship as his message in social media. I feel like he's like internet personality wise, he's more like Boosie, but he does have the strip mall that you see on the screen, where he has his dispensary and the used tire shops and shit. Man, I'm not gonna lie. When I used to smoke, I wouldn't have minded going to get my tires changed and being able to pick up an eighth at the same time. That's not the worst idea. Just don't get pulled over if you're the type to smoke and drive. We don't condone that. Don't get pulled over leaving the sauce factory. But that's a good concept. But yeah, so Sauce, he jumped out the window. Well, no, he didn't jump out the window. Sorry, his baby mom leaked a call between the two of them where he was threatening to get her beat up, or already confirmed that he got her beat up, some shit like that. But the part that grabbed the headlines is that he said he gonna get Drake's car aired out. I already covered in the other live stream from Monday how that's not very likely, considering Drake basically has a tank of a like a modified Raptor truck, and it's very bulletproof and whatnot. But it was said, and some new developments have taken place since then. So yesterday, there was something that popped up. There was something that popped up where he followed up on the situation before this clip right here, because this was in the wee hours of the night, early AM type of shit, right? But I can't remember what it was that popped up right now to update y'all to fill in the in between. But basically, in this newest clip, Sauce Walker is clarifying that the threats in the phone call was he's saying, I don't know if it's true, but he's saying it wasn't about Drake, it was about Adam 22. Why does Adam 22 know about my business with my baby mom and Drake? So the love triangle is supposed to be beefing, just them three. And you catch your sneak disses on the songs and this and that. But he's like, why does Adam 22 know about this shit? So, I'm curious to see what Adam has to say about all this, because, some of the No Jumper audience didn't believe that Adam 22 would actually be texting Drake. But I think this confirms, at the very least, that he actually does text Drake. I don't know why anyone would lie about that, because once you get debunked, everyone's just going to laugh at you if you were lying. Like the Sharp thinking that he got a shout out on the shit. But yeah, let's get into this clip.
Man, this how much dough I got out the hole from OVO. Just in case you want to know, yeah, it's the kid that did, not the kid that didn't. The reason why the sauce word was written. Brand new motherfucker, make you bacular. Hey man, the man just dropped a whole new album.
All right, so Sauce, he been getting geeked up all day. He's been brewing all day, mad as can be all day and all night. And he decided to finally respond. I guess he recorded a song too, addressing it. It's supposed to be the troubled baby father's anthem. Um, you see, he's smacking on the Maybach coupe. Yeah, it's a nice coupe. And in the act, he did a TikTok music video right away, which in today's music market that makes sense to do. But he was holding a car seat in the TikTok music video that I'm not gonna play because obviously it has music and he works fast. He's a very good functioning addict. He works very fast. The song is already available on DSPs and all that shit. But he's holding a car seat in in the song, right? In the music video. And he's saying that the baby mom doesn't even drop off the kids at school. And that might be true. He has a lot of vehicles, but it's kind of crazy to stand in front of a two-seater. It don't even, this coupe doesn't even have the little bullshit bucket seat that some coupes come with. It's a true two-seater, and you're holding up a car seat. Where is that car seat going? You're a terrible parent if you're putting it in that other seat. Just visually, he should have switched in the Escalade for that shot of the video is all I'm saying. If you want to get your point across that you're actually a present father and you're saying that she's not a present mother, you guys go watch the music video when you have the time. But it just didn't make much sense to me. I wanted to note that there is a shot of him holding the car seat in front of this exact same car, which that's not ideal. But anyways,
every song was about me, baby. Had the whole going deep sea, baby. Yeah, man, I'm the nigga that he talking about on the song that was putting the bone on the bitch in the home that he was paying for. You heard what he said? Tricking on all the bills is how I saw some spill. When I found out that you was fucking a nigga in the house I paid for, it broke my heart. That was me from the start. It's the kid that did, man. I got plenty of hoes. And, hey, man, this ain't nothing new. This is what I really do, though. I ain't never took a loss on the internet yet. Lose. Hey, man, I got a brand new jam for all the baby daddies and all the real strong men all around America, man. We $300,000 on a new Maybach drop top. I'm 6 Maybach deep. What? This just a little baby mama drama. Blazing the door. We ain't never sweat. Oh, yeah, one more thing, too. And don't forget this. Hey, the threat was never about the pussy. I'm the nigga that sent the hoe. I can't be tender if I'm the one that sent her. The threat is about this white boy Adam 22 being in the motherfucking business. Bitch, what kind of motherfucking pussyfoot feet kicking you over there doing to make this nigga Adam think he know what the fuck going on between me, you, and this bankroll? Play my shit.
Interesting. So he's mad that Adam 22 knew a little too many details. A little too much details about the situation, basically. That's the spin move he's trying. But at the end of the day, Sauce, we heard the leaked audio. You didn't mention Adam 22 in the leaked audio at all. No, I don't. I've never spoke to Adam Brandon Blackfry. He just likes the channel. I seen he be shouting that out a lot, and I appreciate it. Because, at the end of the day, people pay for promo on that platform. And I've never even had a conversation with bro. But hey, he likes the work. That's cool, Shit, shout out to Adam. But yeah, then facts. The Maybach hard. I can't hate on it. And I just watched the stream last week with him and AB and them. And he has a lot of whips. She posted receipts that he was picking up the Cadillac from the repo center. I don't know if it's something with the GM payment program or something, but I seen someone else. Was it DDG? It was somebody who had the new Cadillac, and they said they thought they were auto paying their payments this whole time, but then they found out that they weren't. The payments weren't set up proper with the bank or some shit, so they were a few months behind, and they didn't know until the Cadillac got repoed out of the front yard. So maybe the same thing happened with Sauce. And she got the video, and you could easily spin it to look at this broke ass nigga, blah blah blah. She showed his bank account had $3,000 in the saving account or something like that, and he walks around with more than $3,000 cash that he's always flexing. in this video, when the song's playing, he had more than $3,000 under the seat of this exact same car. So is the baby mom, embellishing a little bit? Maybe, right? Sauce also said that him and Drake been having relations with the same girls for years, and they've been kind of beefing for years. And that's kind of a common theme with most of Drake's issues with other artists, right? It's not really about sneak disses or things like that. It's, oh, he knocked down my main thing, or I knocked down one of his things that he really liked. ASAP Rocky got Rihanna to settle down with him. Drake wanted Rihanna to settle down with him. So it's some petty, uh, sexual relation type of beefs. Like it's damn near high school on steroids, because it's being played at a global stage where this dude from Toronto coming down to all the party cities and taking all the hoes, and the main dudes in the city mad about it, basically. And so that's kind of what this is, just an elaboration on. But Sauce Walker attempted to clear the air by throwing Adam 22 into the mix. So I think it's gonna ignite the Adam 22 and Sauce Walker back and forth again. That started off a few months ago when Sauce first started doing his Twitch streams. He went on like a 45-minute rant about Adam 22 and how much he hates him. And he was like, Adam's broke. He don't got no businesses outside of content, so on and so forth. Adam responded by saying, well, you're on Twitch for 12 hours a day, so we must not be that much different, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I guess all along, Adam's been kind of doing the academics in a way where he's beefing with Sauce because maybe he talked shit behind the scenes about Sauce's BM getting cracked by Drake, or who knows? Lots of speculation. Hold on, what does it say? You haven't heard Whack to Whack? Is that a Sauce Walker song? I'm not that familiar with his music, honestly. I just started watching his stream, and then now he's on Kick because of Dean and them. So we are actually gonna go ahead and get right into Dean now. So this is unrelated to Sauce, okay? But this is unrelated to Sauce, and this is one of the quickest clip of the day. But Dean the Great is running his marathon, 7 days. They're not gonna cut the live, but he's already into some trouble. So the reason why he went to jail recently is because he snatched a phone out of this girl's hand that he was mad was talking to AB. They said they were testing her or doing a loyalty test. So the Crash Out Boys, they moving real tender about these girls, even they're all supposed to be single eligible bachelors that aren't supposed to be getting in their feelings about these things. Sauce is supposed to be a full-blown P. He had that conversation with Sharp a few years ago, and they had their differences about the digital aspect. But at the end of the day, Sauce did still have Sharp's respect at the end of the day when it comes to that stuff. And Dean, he's not officially that, but he always got girls on stream. That's kind of like the formula with the Kick streamers, right? Is to have a bunch of background dancers, if you will. And then, are they cracking these girls? Are they not? Who knows? But they go off to the room eventually during streams, and it gets the fans excited, the teenagers in the chat. Oh, he's getting some. He's getting some. Oh, so funny. It's good late night content. That's the one thing I will say. It's not good content, but as far as what time they start their streams, it's usually like 8 p.m. Pacific time, right? So very late start times, and it goes until like 3-4 a.m. usually. So for that demographic, it's straight. It's like Girls Gone Wild with antagonistic drunk niggas fueling the nonsense, right? But sometimes that nonsense lands you in jail, like when you snatch the phone from the girl and whatever else she alleged happened off camera. He did sit down for like, 15 hours or some shit. Drunk tank type of thing, but now he's got to go to court and whatnot. Um, Now he snatched the chain off of a man's neck while also kind of hiding behind security. So let's watch this little 20-second clip here.
No. What happened, nigga? Nah. What happened? Ain't no bet. What happened, nigga?
AB
What
was trying to bet.
What happened, nigga? So where his money at, nigga?
No, I gave him his money. What are you talking about?
Let's freeze it right there. So let me see if I can actually scrub it back just a little bit for the visual. There we go. So right here, what we have is Jack Doherty on steroids. Sharp ain't P. I don't know about that one, Alan. Sharp did time for pimping. Like he got arrested in Tennessee and shit for pimping out of a motel. So there's no alleged on that. Like it's there if you Google his name and shit. He definitely was doing that. But Dean the Great is Jack Doherty on steroids, in my opinion, because just look at this freeze frame. Similar stature, they're both shorter guys. I guess Jack Doherty, he talks about how he wrestled in high school at some point. But Dean, he has his boxing experience. He was an influencer boxer before he was like a well-known influencer, so that's kind of interesting. But he was like one of the guys that fights other influencers or something with that Misfits brand, which is like a earlier, I think more budget behind it version of Brand Risk. But he knows that he can fight, and sometimes it comes off kind of bullyish, right? When he starts doing all that yelling that he does at these random guys that are around, trying to get some clout off the situation, trying to gift them matching outfits and all types of shit. I don't know what the relation of this dude whose chain he snatched that he's just proudly holding there is, but yeah, man, it's some Jack Doherty shit because you got your security right there in between the guy, and you had to reach over the security shoulder to snatch the guy's chain, knowing that if he then defends his right to his chain, security is going to have to do what security does. Plus, everybody in the building has a point to prove to want to be on the current most popular stream, maybe, tomorrow and the next day or months from now. So you got people that might do the most just because they want to be in your good graces, right? So you're moving like a black version of Jack Doherty in this exact moment, and I don't respect it. You're a trained fighter on top of that, so you don't really need security. It's more so that you're not just out here beating people up and catching cases every day, right? But it's just not a good look. And yeah, let's see what the chat's saying before we move on to this next clip. I find Dean annoying. I do as well. A lot of times, like I said in the first stream that I had to end early on, I just don't find his content entertaining. I wasn't watching until AB came around, and I think he's doing AB dirty in some ways. Watching his kick stream, AB's. I only click on AB's click stream. I support him, but it says Dean the Great at the bottom, which the whole point of people streaming on Kick is to get the clipping program is built into streaming on Kick. So once you become popular enough on there, you basically get free advertisement that Kick is paying these people that are posting the clips, So you go viral, more people come from Twitter, from Instagram, from TikTok, and maybe some YouTube Shorts viewers as well. They come over and watch your Kick stream. So the more people you have watching and chatting your Kick stream, the more money you get. So if AB has a clip, let's say if AB downs a whole bottle of Don Julio in under a minute and it goes viral, it says Dean the Great on that ad, even though it was AB solely in the shot. Dean might have been in the bathroom or something, but Dean is still benefiting more from that growth, and that growth directly equals more hourly money. Because unlike Twitch, well, maybe Twitch adapted, but I know Kick, they jumped in the game paying streamers by the hour, and the hourly pay can get nice. There's people making $500 an hour, $1,000 an hour, all types of shit. So that's why a lot of these streams are long too, because like man, they racking up a couple thousand per stream each. Now AB, he's been flaunting that he got his first kick check recently, and you know he's out here using his money how yeah Dean can squabble, but yeah, AB's using his money in a way that reminds people of why AB went broke in the first place, right? There's the clip of him paying to play with that like IG model, link in the bio type of girl, where he's like, man, screw all that. He got straight to it. He was on his bison back shit. He said $1,000 right now. $1,000. We go to the room 10 minutes. 1,000 for 10 minutes, man. That and then 6ix9ine walks in, and you know AB and the girl are dancing under the blanket, and so he did a little pay to play. And then people are like, man, AB, you wild, and like, why you spending 1,000? You out here paying crazy for a little 10-minute fun, because he's back. He got his check, and now he's back on bullshit. Then you also have on this stream, okay, on this most recent one, what we have here now, if you watched the 607 Unk, it's the one with Unk, right? Because the other one doesn't have a replay. The 24-hour no jumper stream with Unk, Just West, and all of them, right? So when Just West came, she came with a bunch of girls. You can't see it too well here, but remember that girl that they said is the black angel, what do they call her? Demon Angel Reese, right? So they got Demon Angel Reese, who's like a stream groupie essentially for black streamers in particular in LA. She was at the Capaholics thing, which is DDG's streaming house. She had relations with Almighty J and allegedly other people a part of the Capaholics house. Now, Jess Weston planted her IG model stream background girls. It's like how there used to be the video vixen agencies. There still is, but it was more prominent maybe in the 90s financially to charge, you know, rappers, oh, you need 10 girls. We got these girls to pick from. Pick your favorite 10, or, you know, whatever their team picks them. And now you got music video girls. The streamers have that as well. Because if you jump around from kickstream to kickstream, you'll realize that not just this Angel Reese girl or just the girls associated with Jess West, but in general, Dean will have the same girls that Clav has. Then the Action 7 man, the guy who's addicted to, you know, shooting up dope, who got banned from Kick for shooting up dope on stream, has the same girls that Clav and Dean the Great have. So they're all just recycling these same stream groupies onto their streams. And then, you know, if the girls decide to indulge in extracurricular activities with the streamers, that's between them and the streamer. They can't show it on the stream, of course, but there's usually hints like, oh, they walk off and come back. So AB and this girl TETE from the 24-hour stream on No Jumper, they walk off in their regular clothes and they come back in the matching Spider-Man pajamas that Dean and AB have used in the past, right? And so when they come back, everyone's like, oh, okay, AB cracked. But that sets up this altercation that happened at around 4 a.m. Like I woke up and like I said, I had this on like a sleep stream, and I woke up when they were going up the stairs. And then this part is right when they come back down after about 10 minutes. So AB got 1K for 10 minutes. A solid 10 minutes every time. But look. They come back down the steps.
Oh, so you gonna give her my pants?
I made sure she was good.
Oh, all right. Now we're unmuted. I made sure she was good, right? So whatever that means.
Nah. You want to know?
Now for the last part, now is the altercation that led from that. So now this blonde girl, I forget who brought them around, her around, but AB has been, this is his bottom bitch, basically. Like, this is guarantee when he strikes out with all the other girls of the night, he spins back around to her every time. He flew her from Miami for this LA marathon that they're doing, just so he has guarantee. So they're sharing the same room together. This is basically AB's girlfriend, one of them, right? And so, so yeah, that this is where AB might be getting some Flacco videos made on him. Probably as I speak, Flacco's getting ready to try to put AB in jail for domestic violence, as well as, you know, thousands of other creators. This clip is probably everywhere by now. This clip is probably everywhere by now. Thank you for the Flow State. Damn, I don't know how to say it. Low Ellis C7M. Thank you for that, for the gift. And then before this, actually, because this is the last clip, let me acknowledge some chats real quick. Scroll up a little bit. Dean will be the first streamer that will be. Oh, damn. yo, I didn't screen that before. Excuse me, but yeah, someone in the chat saying Dean will be the first streamer that'll be unalived on stream. He's mad disrespectful to random people. He is very disrespectful to random people, and you never know how a random person might take it. AB needs to get his own platform lined up. I'm sure Dean's washing him on money. I agree with that. I think he needs to go ahead and spend some of his money. I'm sure $1,000 can get you a cameraman for a week or two. You know, streaming it's a lot of demand on the cameraman, but you got to spend some of that money on the business. Reinvest in that, and you'll be able to buy even more ladies of the night because you're gonna be making more money from having your own stream going. Now, to their credit, with this 7-day marathon, when Dean, because usually when Dean is ready to be off stream, AB stream has to end, which kind of sucks, especially if you know you're gonna stay up until the wee hours of the, well, I guess until the morning. AB be staying up until the morning sun comes up, and Dean wants to go to sleep around 3-4 a.m. usually. So AB's technically missing money anytime Dean wants to go to sleep, right? But since they have this content house for the week, AB was able to go and do desktop streaming with, remember C. Nover from the Drewski show? He was there, and some comedian that I've seen before, but I forget his name, but he was there too. And so they're doing desktop, they're reacting to AB boxing highlights and shit like that. Whatever drama, arguing with girls. So he got to at least do that. But yeah, Dean is still finessing him at the end of the day. Dean's perception of his ability far exceeds the objective truth of his ability. That could be a fact. I haven't watched his boxing enough, but I know he's not terrible at boxing by any means. Only thing I give Dean is that he can fight. That's all. Yeah, I feel that. He can fight, which leads to his personality being the way that it is, too. I don't think he would be as annoying, as disrespectful, and stuff like that if he didn't have that confidence in his hands. And speaking of confidence in hands, I probably should have clipped it up, but I forgot until right now. Crip Mac and AB have been having a back and forth verbally as well recently, where AB, so there's a clip from AB's interview on No Jumper that I'm excited for that to drop, by the way. But he said something about like Crip Mac needs to not box at all because he just don't got it, and Crip Mac didn't take too kindly to that, and you know did his thing. He did what he do on IG, and you know so now they're having a little bit of a back and forth themselves. Let me see. Let me catch up on a few more chats. I'm gonna scroll back down to more recent. Yeah, I don't know what's on AB's shirt. That shit looks crazy. Dean's ego is annoying. The guy thinks he's superior to everyone even before AB started making him all the... Yeah, facts. Exactly. He really didn't start getting a lot of streams like that until AB. AB looked like Troy Ave. That's funny. He also looks like Martin Luther King. I do like when they say, look at MLK. Because it's usually when he's doing his most wild thing of the night. And it's like, man... This is what they say MLK was really moving like. They say he was out here, you know, moving like Genghis Khan low key. But yeah, at least he know all he got is 10 minutes and he knows his limitations. That's true. That's true. Let me see. Thank you for the gold coins. Lil Cool Shada. AB really a simp when it comes to women. I don't know. He was when he gets drunk like this, he acts like he's Sauce Walker or something. He acts like he's some ism. And that's part of the problem though. Is you can't start gorilla pimping on camera, AB, which is what he did right here.
I was just downstairs and I seen everything. You went downstairs. You went downstairs.
Yes, I was. On the chair. What you know about this?
I don't know who you think you playing with, bitch.
I was.
What's wrong with these hoes, bro? They tripping. Nah.
I mean, we're gonna dis-
Nah.
I'm not gonna disrespect me on camera, bro. I'm not gonna disrespect me on camera. My family.
Look, he moving like an offensive guard right now. He got good pass pro. You can't be doing pass protection when the shorty trying to leave the room. That you know, if she decides to be a Karen, if she decides this is no longer fun, this is no longer a kink, it can go bad. It can go bad quick. A few years back, there was a baseball pitcher. I think he was on the Dodgers. He had a very dark thing he likes to do in the bedroom. I won't go into detail. It rhymes with tape, right? He had one of those things going on where him and his girl supposedly agreed on it, but then once they broke up, she decided to expose that, sue him, and it ended his career. He was released from the team. I forget bro's name. If there's any baseball fans that know what I'm talking about, drop his name. But yeah, man. Yeah, aren't gonna catch a case? Probably. And you know, it's just being this drunk, being blackout drunk on stream all the time is just a bad look. But yeah, I don't want AB to go out like, oh boy. Now with streaming, it's a little different kick. They'll remove you when you're going through the legal issue, and then if you beat it, they'll let you right back on, or if it gets dismissed or whatever. But it just reminds me of that. Like, we all know that some girls, like what you're about to see, is gonna kind of like jokingly push her onto the bed and be like, no, actually, yeah, stay, get on the bed. Some people know, like, in relations in real life, how that comes across versus this is being streamed. So it's you, your lady, and a cameraman in the room live streaming this to thousands of people. Like I think at the time 15,000 people were watching this, right? And so then the Clippers, the reaction channels, it's gonna spread further. It's gonna be a bad look. Optically, it's a terrible look. You're out here playing offensive guard on a female. It don't matter that she's a little taller than you. It don't matter. It don't matter if you're both drunk and this is how y'all get down. This is what you like. You got a little baby boy, you know, Jody with the backhand, and then you know, get in the sheets with it. That on stream is still a cancel culture era to some degree. It's not as strong as what it used to be, but you know the cancel culture vultures are going to be moving in swift on AB about this, man. It's a bad look. And it don't matter how drunk you get on stream, you got to have some precautions in place to not do this. And really, this is the stuff that does lead to, who knows, one night it might be a bad, AB might be having a bad day and he's this drunk and it becomes more than a little shove, more than an offensive guard. So you just don't want to be in this type of position where you feel comfortable putting your hands on your lady in a non-affectionate way, and vice versa. If a girl is out here, you know, play hitting you, gets mad and pushes you, calls you a bitch ass nigga, you got to check that right away, because that's the type of behavior that leads to people catching cases that they'll never recover from.
Is watching.
So
like,
what?
The fuck?
So where you about to go? To another room?
No, you just had to get out.
And I'm gonna put you out the right way.
So put me out.
No,
put
pack your shit.
Okay.
Pack your shit.
Okay, I will. Where was that? What? Stupid! I fucking answered your face.
Who the fuck you keep?
Okay, yeah, Trevor Bauer. When you said Trevor at first, I thought they were talking about the the one they be talking about with the B brace. I'm like, oh, what? Trevor, what? But yeah, Trevor Bauer. He messed up his whole career because, you know, he was on some freaky shit, on some super duper freaky shit.
You call it stupid. Take that out your fucking vocabulary. Respecting you, I'm respecting me at this point. Right? No, you got more shit to get.
What?
You got more shit to get.
What?
Take the bed with you too. Take
But
the
you
bed
tripping
with
with
you
the
too.
backhand and the forearm.
Grab the bed, bitch. Grab the bed.
How do I grab the bed?
And see, like, he's obviously kind of trolling by telling her to take the bed with you too. He's joking around, but it's way too easy to misconstrue it. It's way too easy to twist it if you have an agenda to tear down, black streamers or just streamers in general, or just, super white knight the content. It's too easy. Screaming tiny meat syndrome is crazy. I'm not meat watching. Yeah, exactly. Trevor Bauer is the definition of a freaky frog. But yeah, it's just way too easy for everybody to paint this a certain way. And, I actually had to go back to the stream and clip it myself because Kick Champ, if you guys are on Twitter and follow Kick Champ, they usually have no problem putting a little mix on what happened. They're kind of the king of those clickbait captions on X. And even they didn't clip it up as bad as they could. They left out a lot of this part and just kind of showed one of the moments where he pushed her. But it's a lot of physical contact here. But even the Clippers, they don't want to mess up their bag because this AB and Dean are kind of the only thing that Kick has going for them from a clippable standpoint right now too.
Grab the whole fucking bed.
You can have that.
No, hell
You
nah.
wanna fuck other bitches? That's cool, bro.
No.
But when I do it, it's a problem. When I do it, it's a problem. When I do it, it's a problem.
Oh, no, why you doing it? Why you doing it? Why you doing it? Why you doing it?
Back up.
I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you, bitch. Get in the bed right now. Get in the fucking bed. Get in the fucking bed. Stop playing with me. Talking about when I do it is a problem. Oh, so you be fucking other niggas?
No, I don't, actually. I was in the chair, stupid.
No.
Watching the chair, making sure
A chair position, bitch.
When you're
I was in the chair, stupid. She was in the cuck chair. What she mean? Well, that's when so this all happened because of him taking the one they call Demon Angel Reese or Evil Angel Reese, whatever, TETETT. He took her upstairs. They come down the matching fit. So now his main thing is mad, rightfully so. So they're having this. It seems like a staged argument, clip farming type shit to me. He don't seem that upset. If he was really about to put his hands on her, he'll probably tell the cameraman to go somewhere else, and he'll take the microphone off. And even so, that'd be stupid because we are gonna see her walk out of the room at some point, bruised and battered and shit. And yeah, you're absolutely right. Kat Sarah saying they all are innocents whose some paint a picture. He's had cases in the past. I do remember that he does have something about domestic violence kind of around his name in the past. A lot of boxers do, which is really crazy because it's like, yeah, okay, you have hidden aggression, hidden odds of CTE and stuff, but being a full-blown trained combat artist and having domestic violence issues is that's just a different beast. That's a different beast. That's crazy to be out here using that training on a woman. You can save this stream so I can watch the rest. Yeah, it's gonna be up. It's gonna be up for you to rerun it. And you guys that missed the first one, watch the first one. It's like I forgot how long it is, but that had the intro in it and stuff. And yeah, catch up on the streams for sure. But yeah, if they catch a case, no more clips. Exactly. So that the Clippers be trying to keep it favorable still too. Can't bite the hand that feeds you. But here we got a few seconds left on this. I don't know if it's worth watching or not, but let's see.
I'm giving this to her. I'm giving this to her.
You're not giving my fucking shit back to her.
I'm giving this to
You're
her.
not giving my Chanel bag to her.
I'm giving this to her.
You're
Nigga.
not.
I'm giving this to her.
You're
Yeah, cause she deserve it.
Oh, no, she don't.
What she do?
deserves a juicy bag.
No, she
That's
doesn't.
what you like.
She deserves it. No, she
So
doesn't.
give me my bag.
Put your shit down right now.
No, give me my bag.
Put your shit right down. Matter of fact, you sleeping with her.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
you
not
is.
sleeping with nobody.
Put this shit down.
Fuck.
Put it.
You didn't buy that.
This is her bag now.
You didn't buy that.
Yeah, he's obviously clip farming, right? I think we can include it at that. As far as that clip, let me get the B-roll back up. So I don't know what happened with my technical difficulties, but I'm glad we figured it out. Only had one hiccup, and shout out to everybody for coming back into the live. Good morning vibes, good morning vibes. That on his shirt, maybe it's some liquor. He be mixing his shit with Coca-Cola and stuff. So maybe he spilled his mixed drink on himself. But yeah, Narchi, they gotta chill. He's blocked out every day on stream basically, and it just leads to more and more issues. Sometimes it's funny, he has his funny moments for sure. I definitely like watching Adrian Browner, and everybody has, and that's the thing that I've been wanting to say, because I've been wanting to make an A.B. Dean video for a minute, because you see all of these reactions that are like, oh, AB's ruining his career, and AB this, AB that. This is the same AB that has always been to the public eye. We've been known AB is a wild boy, right? So like to act like, oh, like damn, like AB just keeps drinking his career. He's been drinking his career away. There's no surprise. I don't know why anyone's surprised. Yeah, people are gonna report on what they report on. But damn it, this is Adrian Broner. He first went viral for getting his waves brushed out after a knockout or some shit, right? When he first became champ. So it's like, at the end of the day, this is what, you know how they be like, you have that one family member who's like, yeah, he be tripping, but that's him. Let him do him. That's kind of what it is. Is he drinking his liver away? Probably. But he got some money. He could get a replacement, right? But yeah, at the end of the day, the Wack100, the 100-sided clubhouse has infiltrated the Tuesday show. Spodyface ran a fade with, a Wack disciple. That was a fun one to cover. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a fun live stream. Technical difficulties aside, fun live stream. Yeah, the waves by Pops. So yeah, before I close out, if y'all want to send any last questions, chats, whatever, send them through. It don't got to be a super. I'm reading the chat too. If you want to send a super, send a super. It's up to you. I appreciate everybody that has shown love with the gifts, the supers, all that stuff. And yeah, I'll give it a few minutes for some questions to come through. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for watching, Brandon. Plan on doing this every week. Replacement is crazy work. Yo, free your boy Jefe. Yeah, man, free Jefe. If shit. Yo, those that have seen my video on that situation, and that's the other, that call that he did yesterday. He's like, man, the DP shit, that don't got nothing to do with me. So I don't know what to think. If he's innocent, free him, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that shit. I'm not gonna get into it, because why speculate on that shit? You know what I'm saying? Numbers look good. 230 live is pretty good. Yeah, facts. For a newer channel like this, it is. It's definitely growing quick. All thanks to y'all, man. The audience. That's the thing. This content shit, the scoreboard is the audience. Y'all decide that the content is dope, then the content is dope. And it's my job to keep it going, basically, you know. We don't want to overcomplicate it, but I did always want to do live streams as well. It's just an efficient way to get through certain topics. Send me a request, but I'm gonna accept it right now. Fuck it, while we still live. Because if I leave it for later, I'll forget. Wait, what is this? Shout out to We Starving, man. That's an IG legend in No Jumper Space. I open up IG and I see a We Starving post. I'm gonna get distracted briefly, and then I'm gonna accept that. Adam yet again allowing. Oh, never mind. He done zoomed in on why there will be no pressing of the mayor on no jumper. We'll say that. All right. There's a reason why. There's a reason why there's no pressing of the mayor of Inglewood on no jumper. I'm not gonna pull it up. We've seen an instance of it before, and it can get real John Wickington in there real quick. You know, shout out to Munchie and J Hood that they kept it pretty respectful. Got a collab with Point and Shoot. I seen that earlier in the live too. You know, maybe down the road, I'm not opposed to collabing with creators. Maybe not right in this moment am I ready to collab with other people with like a Discord type of show or something. But I know that would be pretty epic if like me and Big Chat and Point and Shoot did a collab stream or something at some point. That would be fire. That'd be fire. You remind me of Point and Shoot, but in your own tune. Thank you. You know, that's one of the big reasons why I even started this channel. As y'all know, especially from the early days, I've never been what's it like, closed mouth about that. I don't mind giving credit where it's due, paying homage and shit like that. Dude's dope. Legendary YouTuber, carved out a lane in this space. And so yeah, I you know, I understand the criticisms too, where people are like, oh, you like earlier and shit, like you're just trying to be a rip off Point and Shoot, and I want to say a rip off. It was more so just like I want to do YouTube. I have the equipment and shit from being a filmer and all that, so I knew that my computer is capable of certain things, and I was just like, man, I don't know where to start necessarily, but I like this channel. I watch it all the time. So just kind of use it as a blueprint. And then just like how they say when you're learning how to rap, you find your favorite rappers. Most people start off kind of mimicking their favorites, and then you find yourself through that, right? Once you find your own rap voice, your own style and shit, and then it evolves. It evolves to what it evolves to. That's why I have no problem giving credit where it's due. No problem giving credit where it's due. Let's see. Did they squabble? We don't know for a fact, but there's context clues for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, they did. Who won? I don't know. I feel like it's easy to lean towards Spody because we have consistency bias, right? We consistently watch Spody face on No Jumper. Because of Doughboy, he started to become more likable. So you know, I think most fans are leaning towards Spody won because of that. I'm not gonna go out and pick who won because I have no clue. Can we get some leaked parking lot footage? It would be ironic, given the overall theme of the episode being kind of based around some leaked parking lot footage, but I wouldn't mind that one bit. I wouldn't mind that one bit. I would love to watch it. You do some great commentary. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Yeah, everybody starts from mimicking. That's a fact. Point and shoot and just clips, definitely the reasons why I got back watching No Jumper just a little bit. That point and shoot's the reason why I started watching No Jumper again. I had stopped watching No Jumper for a cool minute. In the AD era and all that, I had missed all that. I had to catch up. But I watched it was one of the like Point and Shoot did a video. What was that? Maybe 3 or 4 years ago now. It just randomly found its way to my algorithm, even though I hadn't watched any No Jumper stuff. But I always still watched podcasts. I had fallen into like more of like the business podcast at the time. But I clicked on that at like after watching an NBA game or some shit, kind of late night, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. And it was a video about Brick Baby pressing somebody or getting in a argument with somebody up there. I don't know if it was the DW situation, maybe, but it was a Brick Baby video from Point and Shoot about 3 or 4 years ago, and he said something about like, on Hood, I'll have you paying my rent. whoever he said that to around that time, that was, I want to say, the first point and shoot video that I ever watched. And then months later, I watched maybe 2 or 3 more. And I eventually started watching Gangland Neem because of that as well. And shout out to Gangland Neem because when I was very new still, under 1,000 subs, Gangland Neem was one of the first bigger channels, the first bigger channel to shout me out multiple times unprompted, never had a conversation with bro or none of that. And, you know, he always showed love. So shout out to Neem. And yeah, and all the influences out there. But yeah, those 2 channels mainly got me into watching No Jumper again, right? And then I started making content shortly after watching No Jumper again because of those 2 channels for sure. And Big Chat somewhere around that timeline as well. But his style is more like the iceberg videos are crazy. He's like a cool version of Trap Boy Ross in a way, where his research game is next level. He's a great researcher, and he puts together like documentaries for real. So yeah, that was my big 3. Get into the shit for sure though. Wig TV's fire. Yep. I fuck with Wig TV or WIG. Is Red Bar dead? That's a great question. I hope not. You know, I think this is his longest absence from posting ever, right? And the last video that I watched was him doing a reaction to the Kanye West with the Black Klansman outfit on, the DJ Academics Kanye West interview, which that is a hilarious piece of commentary for sure. That's one of my favorite Red Bar videos. But I've honestly, out of the stuff that's on YouTube, I've watched everything from Red Bar in the last 6 months. Like I've caught up on it all. I put that on to sleep too as well. I be having playlists ready. The smooth 6 to 8 hours of Red Bar. Not gonna lie. And if you're not familiar with Red Bar, that's the godfather of all this right here. And go check out his content. He's goated. That's like whoever was like the GOAT before Michael Jordan, that's Red Bar. You know, Dr. J type or whatever, whoever that Wilt, whatever you want to put on it for the basketball equivalent. I remember that act ain't been back to Cali since. Oh wait, Brick Baby said that to Ack. Oh, okay. He hasn't been back to Cali since. It's crazy. Well, I guess he once Brick. Wow, actually, yeah. So Ack hasn't been back to Cali since until Brick got locked up with the Rico shit. Once Brick got locked up, then Ack came back to Cali and kind of called out Jack100, as well as it was a tag team call out where Trap and Ack both grilled Jack100 to where as soon as the grilling started, Vlad peeped in and said, "Oh yeah, I gotta go, by the way," and he dipped. And then it became the Academics versus Wack thing, where he still kind of gets called up by Wack to this day, because he's like, "Man, what's wrong with you talking about if you beef with Wack, you going to jail?" He doesn't like that narrative at all, and you know, Act did kind of put that to the forefront. But yeah, with all that said, thank you y'all for watching. We're still 200 deep, and that's amazing. But I do gotta get some other work done now. But yeah, so the plan here is every Monday and Wednesday morning, I would love to be able to fire up a live stream Mondays and Wednesdays. So kind of Monday recaps, what may have been missed during the weekend or at the tail end of the week. Like, you know, Thursday through Sunday type of recaps. And then Wednesday is good because the Tuesday show drama and just other streamer drama and stuff. Whatever, you know, whatever stories pop up on social media that I want to talk about, and, you know, chilling with the community as well is important. So so yeah, that's the goal, is Monday and Wednesday. I want to brand them out as actual shows. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna do the Kick News thing. where I cover streamers exclusively, such as like Jack Doherty randomly getting arrested in LA this last week and stuff like that. I think that would be kind of fire because there's nothing out there, I don't think, where there's like a live stream, kick news, run down the topics type of thing. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see about rolling that out as well. Maybe as the third live stream of the week, and of course, still dropping the regular videos as well. But that's the plan. Is at least twice a week we go live. If we move off of Monday or Wednesday, we'll see. And if we move from morning to afternoon or evening, stuff like that, we'll see. And of course, sometimes there's gonna be random nighttime streams and stuff like that, where I just feel like hopping on the live and getting it off. But either way, I appreciate each and every one of y'all, especially all the active chatters. We were moving pretty much the entire stream with the chats. So thank you very much to all of y'all. This wouldn't be possible without y'all support. And until next time, if I can find my mouse cruiser to end the stream, there it is. All right, peace.